Heavy rain begin fall and plenty water full everywhere. Dey alert, my people. Shine your eyes as e dey happen for other places. If it reach your side,
má ṣe da ìdọ̀tí sójú àgbàrá. Gbé ilẹ̀ rẹ fún àwọn ọkọ̀ akólẹ̀.
no go put yourself for danger dey waka for flooded roads.
Gbọ́ o, ǹjẹ́ tó bá rí ẹnikẹ́ni tó hùwà tó lòdì sí òfin àmójútó ìdọ̀tí àti ẹ̀gbin, ẹ fi tó àwọn aláṣẹ létí. Report to the nearest authorities.
Má ṣe da ìdọ̀tí sójú àgbàrá.
Ìlera lọ́rọ̀. This awareness is brought to you by Radio Afinju.
Inspiring stories. Real talk, from health and wellness to career and relationship, we explore it all. Meet your host, the Radio Gem, and other women on Women Corner every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m., where sisterhood meets support. It promises to elevate your mind, and most importantly, it's gonna be fun. Follow us on our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, all at Radio Afinju. Keep a date with us on Women Corner every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m.
on Radio Afinju.
Wherever you're listening or watching Radio Afinju, the time is 3 p.m.
First, a look at the highlights. Kekere Ekun says EFCC, ICPC, others are partners in crime fighting. 3 persons arrested in South Africa over massacre of 18 relatives. Hurricane Milton threatens more devastation in Florida after Helene. A very good afternoon and welcome to the World News on Radio Afinju. My name is Stella. Aderanti, the news in detail. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, has assured the agencies saddled with the responsibility of tackling corruption in the country, namely the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, and the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, of the continuous support of the judiciary in the fight against corruption in the country. She stated this at a 2-day capacity building workshop organized by the EFCC and the National Judicial Institute for Justices and Judges in Nigeria, aimed at fostering collaboration between the judiciary and the anti-graft agency towards enhancing the dispensation of justice in the country. According to her, the judiciary plays a vital role in the fight against corruption, and this requires a strong synergy. However, the CJN called for efficient investigation by the anti-graft agencies to avoid clogging the wheel of justice in court. On his part, the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, represented by the Deputy Senate President, Senator Barau Jibrin, emphasized the need for a centralized data system that can be syndicated among anti-graft agencies. The Deputy Governor-elect of Edo State, Dennis Idahosa, and some youth have kept watch at the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Benin City, the state capital. It was learned that some of them were carrying the party's flag and chanted APC as they marched through the street leading to the area. Idahosa and the youths are accusing Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State of plotting to invade the facility. Security operatives were also seen around the INEC premises in Benin City, but Obaseki's camp is yet to comment on the claims. The development came weeks after Edo State governorship election, which was won by the APC, with PDP's Aswe Igodalo, who was Obaseki's candidate, coming second. The PDP has alleged that the polls were marred by irregularities and vowed to challenge Monday Okwebolo's declaration as the winner of the election. The Rivers State Police Command has unsealed all 23 local government area secretariats in the state following the election and swearing-in of new chairman. This was confirmed in a statement by the command spokesperson, Grace Iringe Koko, earlier in the morning. She said the newly deployed Commissioner of Police, Mustafa Bala, acting on the orders of the IGP, Kayode Egbetokun, has ordered the immediate withdrawal of all police personnel previously deployed to seal and safeguard the council secretariat in the state. The secretariats were sealed in June following the disagreement between the caretaker committee chairman, loyal to Governor Siminalayi Fubara, and the immediate past local government chairman, who were loyalists of Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia has inaugurated the newly elected local government chairman with charge to them to uphold the highest standards of governance without fear or favor. Olayemi was picked up after an intelligence report revealed that the 33-year-old alleged armed robber and rapist was sighted at the university area Ijagun, where he has been trying to conceal his identity. It was gathered that Shedrack has been on a police search for armed robbery and rape. The police said that a preliminary investigation has commenced and the suspect has been immediately taken to the Igbeba police station for interrogation and will soon be transferred to the state criminal. The Senior Staff Association of Statutory Corporations and Government-Owned Companies, an affiliate of the Trade Union Congress representing employees of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, has initiated an indefinite strike due to unresolved promotion controversies and welfare concerns. The decision to strike comes after multiple meetings with NAFDAC management yielded no positive outcomes regarding critical issues affected from the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. In other parts of Africa, a French-Cameroonian writer, Charles Onana, is due to go on trial in Paris, accused of complicity in contesting the 1994 Rwandan genocide, where about 800,000 Tutsis and moderate Hutus were killed within 100 days. In a book published 5 years ago, Onana describes the idea that the Hutu government had planned a genocide in Rwanda as one of the biggest scams of the last century. His lawyer, Emmanuel Pierre, insists that Onana does not question that genocide took place or that Tutsis were particularly targeted. Pera told reporters that the book in question was the work of a political scientist based on 10 years of research to understand the mechanisms of the genocide before, during, and after. In Asia, 2 Chinese nationals have been killed and at least 10 people injured in a suspected suicide attack near Karachi airport in Pakistan. A third body, not yet officially identified, is thought to be that of the attacker. The Chinese embassy in Pakistan said the explosion last night was a terrorist attack targeting a convoy of Chinese engineers working on a power project in Sindh province. The separatist Balochistan Liberation Army, BLA, which has in recent years carried out attacks on Chinese nationals involved in development projects in Pakistan, has said it carried out the attack. In a statement released, the militant group said it had a nautical mile from the island of Upolu on Saturday night local time. While conducting a survey of a reef, it later caught fire before capsizing. New Zealand's Defence Force said in a statement that all 75 people on board were evacuated onto lifeboats and rescued earlier on Sunday. Officials said the cause of the grounding was unknown and will be investigated. The incident occurred during a bout of rough and windy weather. Military officials said rescuers battled currents and winds that pushed life rafts and sea boats towards the reefs, and swells made rescue efforts challenging. In Europe, a Russian court has sentenced a 72-year-old American citizen to almost 7 years in jail for allegedly fighting a mercenary for Ukraine, prosecuted to the blaze. Meanwhile, the defense ministry in Moscow said that 12 Ukrainian drones were shot down over the peninsula overnight out of a total of 21 launched by Kyiv. In the Americas, Floridians have been told to prepare for the U.S. state's largest evacuation effort for years as a new hurricane heads for the Gulf Coast, which is still reeling from another historic storm. The National Hurricane Center said Hurricane Milton off the Mexican coast has been strengthening and could threaten lives when it reaches the state's west coast in the middle of the week. It comes just 10 days after Storm Helene, the deadliest mainland storm since Katrina in 2005, tore through U.S. southeast, killing at least 225 people. Hundreds of others are still missing. At least 14 of those deaths were in Florida, where 51 of 67 counties were now under. In the Middle East, Israel began its commemorations of the first anniversary of Hamas's deadly October 7th attack with an outpouring of emotions at vigils at massacre sites and rallies calling for the return of hostages. Ceremonies and events are planned across Israel and in cities around the world to mark the anniversary of the unprecedented attack by Palestinian militants from the Gaza Strip, which claimed 1,205 lives. President Isaac Herzog began the day with a moment of silence at 6:29 a.m., the exact time the attack started. At Kibbutz Reim, armed Hamas fighters in the deadliest attack on October 7th. Families of those killed attended the memorial, many of them crying as Herzog met the crowd. In the city of Tel Aviv, too, families of hostages and supporters rallied before dawn to call for the return of their loved ones, holding banners and placards bearing their pictures. And talking sports, Aston Villa have announced that striker Jean Duran has signed a new contract keeping him at the club until 2030. The 20-year-old forward has been in impressive form at the start of this season.